Hello friends, it's Secret Door Gaming. I'm playing a game called Kohana, and it's a Japanese themed visual novel. I'm not too sure what else it's about, but let's play the game. Ooh, what in the world just happened there? That was crazy! Okay, let's go back. Okay, that was like glitchy or something. Anyways, back to the game. Rose called while the last bits of sunlight vanished deep into the tall trees and reminded me of how long I've been lost in the forest. I glanced at the crying girl sitting beside me. I patted her head. Oh, look, she's got little fox ears. There, stop crying, Irohe. When Komono comes, we can finally go home. Sob. Ren, what will happen to us? I'm scared, and it's getting dark. What if an evil Yokai comes and eats us? Calm down, Irohe. I'll stay with you. Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure of it. I was freaking out as well, especially as a human in a Yokai forest, but I needed to be strong for her. Sniff. Is that true? You'll stay with me? Of course I'll stay with you forever because we're friends. Friends? I nodded my head. Yes, and as your friend, I'll stay and protect you. As I bragged, I saw a sparkle in Iroha's eyes. She wiped the tears from her red cheeks and pointed one of her little fingers towards me. Father told me that humans use pinky promises to keep their word. So, pinky promise? I looked at her little finger and without hesitating, I linked mine with hers. I promise that I'll always stay with you, Iroha. I hope I'm saying their names correctly. That's what I told her, right? I promised. But why did it turn out this way? Well, now you're a grown man. Come on, Nate! Oh no. I can feel my back hitting the rough asphalt road as a large shadow Yokai with the shape of a fox pounces on me from the darkness. Air squeezes out of my chest as the shadow presses against me. My shoulder throbs from the stab of its sharp claws. Its white knife-sharp fangs in front of my face threaten to rip out my neck. Ren! Whoa, Komono. I guess that's your protector? Interesting. Behind the Yokai, Kamenhu? I hope I said that right. Starts casting his flame. Oh, that's a neat effect. Before it can burn me, I gather all my strength to kick the shadow and run from it. A second later, the shadow lets out a painful screech when Kamenu's flame burns it. I sit on the ground watching from a safe distance as Kameno chases after the Yokai. I lay down as I catch my breath. My eyes sting and I feel hot from the smoke of Kameno's flames. I sigh in relief when soon after, Kameno manages to push back the Yokai. Yokai are Japanese ghosts or spirits, if you don't know about that. And this, as you can tell, this is a really, it's kind of like a ghost, very spiritual, supernatural game, Japanese game, as it retreats to the darkness of the night. Nice work, Kameno. I praise the dog-shaped Yokai that approaches me. He looks displeased. Are you okay, Ren? Still have your head over your shoulder. Ha ha ha, very funny. Come on, get up. Kameno helps me get on my feet, then circles me and starts sniffing, looking for any injuries. What a good lion dog. Satisfied, he stops as he determines that the worst of my injuries are scratches on my right hand and neck. I look at my surroundings, hoping there aren't any heavy damages from the fight. Luckily, only some vases broke and some plants burned. I'm really liking the illustrations. Just so pretty. You can tell they were like hand-drawn. We have to clean up this mess before the store opens tomorrow. Good thing you didn't burn anything to ashes this time. Yup, except the tails of that cursed fox. My heart skips a beat when Kamenu mentions the fox. Oh no. Ah, yes. Let's get inside before anyone sees us. Tomorrow I'll ask Azuki Are to help me clean this mess. I'm exhausted now. I walk to the sliding door entrance of the store, which is also my home. But Kameno doesn't follow me. Kameno, are you coming? It was them who attacked you. You know that, right? Huh? Don't pretend to be stupid. You know the foxes attacked you, Ren. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that you shouldn't protect your enemy. You know I hate the foxes as much as you do. Why would I protect them? If that were true, we wouldn't be in this much trouble. I purse my lips, not this again. I hesitantly slide open the door. But Kameno's mouth is faster than my hands. Are you, by any chance, still thinking about her? You are, despite knowing that her half-family and what they've done, even now she still occupies your mind. Oh, look at the little smoke trail coming out of his mouth. I bite my lip and clench my fist. I'm tired, Kameno. I don't want to talk about this right now. What's the point of protecting your enemy? I can never understand humans. She is not an enemy. I snap at how Kameno speaks of her. I look him in the eyes and meet his judging gaze. He waits for me to give him a proper answer about her. I try to stand firm and keep my composure before him, but my heart and mind are clashing right now. She is my friend. Was. She and her clan tried to kill you just now, or did you already forget? I clench my fist, but nothing comes out of my mouth. I can't think of anything to counter his statement. We look at each other in silence, but Kameno sighs and raises his hand up to the moon. This talk is going nowhere. I'll stand guard tonight in case they attack again. What a good fire, doggo. Go and get some rest, Ren. Take care of your hand. You're going to need it tomorrow. And with that, he jumps to the highest point of the store we can get the best view of our surroundings. Oh, and I want to remind you, whenever you lie or hide something, you have a habit of averting your eyes. Try not to do so next time. Very smart. Very wise. And then he returns to his task to guard this place. I hate it when I can't counter his words. Gritting my teeth, I remember that I'll have a busy day tomorrow. I drag my heavy feet inside the store and try to bury my anger. Look at what you sell. Welcome to Kohana. Well, that's the name of your store. You named it after the girl. Wow. How may I help you? Kohana's an old confection store I inherited from my late parents. Oh. I thought that was the girl's name, or maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, all four of us lived here years ago, but now it's just me and Kameno. I was born here, but Kamanos lived here even longer, ever since I was little. Yokai have always visited for our confections. Oh, your sweets. Even though I'm a human, I have no problem seeing or interacting with them. Some of them look scary, but once you get to know them, they're not that different from our human customers. And just like humans, some of them like to poke their noses into other people's business. Oh my goodness, that one looks like a banana with like... or a scary banana with one eye. Or like an upside down umbrella. And then there's the lady whose face looks kind of like a dumpling. And the only one that looks kind of normal is the flying cat. I can go with the flying cat. Yokai, young master, what happened to you? What's that wound? One of our Yokai regulars points out the wound on my hand. Meanwhile, others are busy chatting while browsing our confections. Oh, this is, nothing. Just a clumsy accident in the kitchen. Oh my, how many times is that now? You should be more careful. It's nothing serious, don't worry. So which one would it be to... It's this store, right? The one that they mentioned. Ugh, I can smell that wicked fox here. Which one? That one. The half-human, Yokai, that stinks the most. Ugh. Oh god, this particular group of Yokai are regulars who somehow enjoy gossiping about what happens in the neighborhood. They're not evil, but they can be annoying on some days. Unfortunately for me, they're talking about things I don't want to hear right now. May I take your order? Oh, young master, it's just... People said the store had a different scent this morning. They also talked about the problematic hangul that always makes a scene in the neighborhood. I stay silent knowing where this conversation will lead. I wonder... Ah, look how cute, look how amazing that is. Look at this. It tells you exactly what it is. That is so cool. A term that being used to describe a hybrid being, half human, half yokai, the result being born from the unlikely union of a human and yokai. I stay silent knowing where this conversation will lead. Yokai. It's them, right? The ones who curse this place, and... One of the yokai sniffs my wounded hand, completely ignoring how uncomfortable that makes me. I can smell that fox from your wound. Oh, young master, so is it true that it was the foxes who murdered your parents? Oh, no. I was wondering where his parents were. My throat constricts as my breath becomes heavy. Oh, look at that effect. I like that. It's like he's going into panic mode. His eyes look kind of dead, though. Scary. Fist clenched, I try to hold myself together and not make a scene. Mind you, when you do have a panic attack, you do feel kind of dead inside. Or you feel like you're dying. It's a terrible feeling. But it's so hard. Why would they remind me about... back to normal. Kameno comes back and saves the day. All right, you guys have been dawdling here too long. Go home. We have lots of work to do. And here's the rakugan that you ordered. Now go, shoot. Our traditional Japanese sweets prepared in many different colors and shapes reflecting seasonal, holiday, or regional themes. Sounds tasty. I don't think I said it right. Rakugan? The gossiping yokai are annoying, but I don't care. I don't want to waste my time with them anymore. Are you okay, Ren? Waste your time with them? They're paying customers. They're your only paying customers. You don't even get humans in here. Thanks. You came at just the right time. Don't sweat it. kind of hear the music in the background. It's really pleasant, actually. It's really beautiful. I highly recommend downloading this game just to listen to the music. It's really, really nice. There's actually, let me see if I can find it. So if you go to, I'm gonna lose my place here, I don't know. Might have to go to home, but anyways, it will show the tracks of the music, and you can actually play the tracks of the music. After closing the store, Azuki Are, I wonder who that is, helps clean up while I prepare some red beans in the kitchen for a new batch of anko. Not too sure what that is. Sounds tasty. While washing the raw beans in a bowl of water, I look at the calendar on the wall. October 28th, that day is close. You handled work pretty well today, Ren. Well, I had some help. It's almost the day, isn't it? Kameinu's gaze also falls on the calendar. I nod. Is that the anniversary of your parents' death? Minu, it's been 5 years, and I think it's finally time for us to make a decision. My hands freeze. My eyes are glued to the red beans under the water. What decision? Ren, don't make this difficult. I promised your parents to protect your life and this store. That's why we need to do something before it gets worse. I wipe my hands with a towel and unintentionally throw it too hard from the anger building up inside of me. Look at me, Kamuno. I'm still alive, breathing, and well. You're doing fine. You're being paranoid. I don't think so. We're doing fine for now. The foxes are threats, Ren. They're cowards. Once they're set on something, they'll do everything in their power to get it. I trust the fire dog. Those wounds on your hand and neck are proof that they won't stop until you die. I clench my fist, frustrated that I can't say anything in return. Amino is right. The foxes constantly attack us, but they're getting more frequent and desperate these days. Why? Why are they attacking him? Trying to kill him? Destroy his store? It's horrible. I've respected your wish to act passively to their attacks because you care about that Hengyu girl, but this won't work anymore. Oh, that was her name, yes. The anniversary of your parents' death is in 2 days, and I will only stay still until then. If those foxes attack us after that, it'll be the end of them. You can't do that. Oh goodness, Ren. I failed to protect your parents 5 years ago. I will not make the same mistake again. I care about you, Ren. I know very well what you've been through after the death of your parents. I don't want your efforts in reopening this store to be in vain. The fire at Kamuna's mane glows dangerously, as if reflecting the anger and guilt inside his heart. He turns around and leaves. Oh, I just want to give that big fire dog a big hug. Yet I'd probably burst into flames. Give me fire kisses, give me fire hugs. Ouch, ouch, that burns. Oh, it's pretty, look at that. Japanese maples. I try to sleep, but Komeino's warning rings inside my head, and I can't put my mind at ease. I stare at the last quarter moon outside. The autumn wind feels cold and crisp, but I need it to clear my mind. If Komono said that he's going to end the foxes, then it will happen. I shudder at the possibility of bloodshed in my neighborhood. Fights between yokai are not uncommon, and things can get pretty ugly, but I don't know. I guess it's naive of me to think that we can get along with the foxes. Maybe because things were peaceful in the past years back, like way back then. For children. Phew, I made it. Here, it's done. Wow, Ren, your manju is so pretty. It looks just like your father's. Thanks, yours is pretty too. Your manju looks so smooth and round. I had to do it numerous times, but you did it well on your first try. The fox-haired little girl grinned and nodded her head. Pink tinted her cheeks. I couldn't help but think that she was cute when I looked at her. Father always told me to be careful around Yokai, but I liked being around Iroha. Her smile always brightened my mood after a tiring day of training. Iroha, but I feel that your confections are different from mine or uncle's. I don't know, they feel warm, and I can sense your kindness and passion in them. Really? But do you like it? I love it. I think your confections are the best. Then I'll work hard so I can keep making confections for you. Childhood memory. I smile at those sweet memories. I think that was the first time I decided to really pursue this job, making confections so I could keep making them for Iroha. My childhood with her was fun. Iroha frequently visited, and we played around the neighborhood without any worries. She was like the little sister I never had. I wonder, since when did a wall separating our lives exist? We used to be together wherever we went, but one day I noticed that the gleam in her eyes dimmed. Eventually we stopped talking to each other. I remember how those Yokai talked about her, how they despised her for being a half human and half Yokai, I believe they want to say. How she brought trouble to the neighborhood. Well, screw them. They don't know a thing about Iroha and the hardship she faces with the foxes. I believe her. I want to. I believe she's not a bad person, that she has reasons behind her actions, and I want to hear them from her. Before everything gets worse, I have to do something. I need to talk to her. Need to take a drink. The kitchen is empty. I take out just enough ingredients. Make a few pieces of confection. I stare at them for a moment, pondering about which confection I should make. A long time ago, Iroha had told me that the Hokora, a small Shinto shrine in Japan, Hokora can be found at large local shrines to worship Kami, god in the area, and by the roadside are shrines for local kami not directly maintained by the larger Shinto shrines. Text disappears if I stay on it for too long. Down the street from the store is hers, and if I put an offering there, she'll come to me. Silly me, I'm not even sure if that method still works, but I don't know any other ways to contact her. And if I don't talk to her now, things will go downhill very fast. If I can prevent bloodshed between Kamunhu and Hirohe, I'll do everything I can. I close my eyes and think about what would be appropriate for this confection. Something that can rekindle a broken relationship, that reminds Irohi of our childhood memories. Juhu Manju. I think this is what she was talking about. She said how kind. Sakura Moki. That sounds really tasty. It's this one they were talking about. Joho Manji represents the beginning of the season. I made it for her whenever the seasons changed. I hope this will convey my wish to start anew with her. It's done. A confection filled with my hope and our memories. I hope she'll accept this. Hope so too, or else we're dead. Seriously. How many years has it been since I last came to this place? This game can get really tragic, I heard. Or from what I've read from about it. I hope I get a good ending. I really do. This Hokora belongs to Iroha. It's neglected, and the rain and dark surroundings don't make the eerie atmosphere any better. Well, why is it neglected? You should have been tending to it if you really cared about her. People rarely walk down this street, so this Hokora never has any offerings. That's why the foxes thought this was suitable for Iroha. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, this poor girl. I was angry when I first heard that, but Iroha never complained. And now, this is my first offering after many years. I wonder how Iroha will react when she comes. Oh, you've, ignored her. And you've made the relationship even worse by ignoring her. I put the confection on the Hokora altar and pray, hoping she'll answer my call. The cold wind snaps me out of my daze. I'm not sure how long I've been waiting for Iroha, while sheltered under the trees. It must be past midnight now. I'm stupid for thinking she'd come immediately after all these years. But I can't afford to miss my chance. If the foxes are going to attack again after the anniversary of my parents' death, I have to warn Iroha about Kamunu. That sound. Iroha? Oh, look at her face. From the darkness, a short-haired girl emerges. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Even though she's covered by a mask, I know that small face and black hair very well. I run to her, anxious yet excited to see my old friend after so many years have passed. But you've neglected her. Iroha, I thought you wouldn't come. Why? Huh? Why did you come here with that? Uh-oh, did I give her the wrong offering? Thing. Oh, maybe I did. Uh-oh. After all these years. She turns to the confection on the Hokora's altar. She doesn't sound happy that I called her with it. I thought she said she liked it because I was kind, and it made her think of me as being kind. Oh, but I wasn't kind. I neglected her, and I ignored her, and maybe I should have picked the other confection. Iroha, please listen. I just want to tell you that I know that you're the one who sent the Yokai to attack us. But I refuse to believe that. I know that you're being used by the foxes. You're not like them. You're different. I know that. I think you just said the wrong thing, dude. I think because she wants to be more like her family, like the foxes. Because they told her probably that if she doesn't be like them, that she's never gonna fit in. Probably just said some wrong things, dude. I chose the wrong path. Oh no. Please, Irohe, stay away from the foxes. Kamino told me that if they attack us again, he'll end you for good this time. I can never let that happen. That's why I called you here today. Iroha remains quiet. I bite my lip as my anxiety starts to creep up. I brought you Joyo Manju as an offering in the hopes that we can start our friendship again. I realize that I haven't been on good terms with you for a few years. We went our separate ways, but you're still an important friend to me, Iroha. I won't let the foxes put you in danger anymore. I think you're wrong, dude. I think she's the one who is trying to kill you. Iroha looks down, the darkness of the night covering her mask. I take a few steps towards her. Iroha! Go home, Ren. Huh? Just go home! Ooh, she's angry. Uh-oh. Iroha pushes me away. Her face is full of anger, but reflected in her black eyes, I can also see pain. It's useless. You're just wasting your time by bringing me that confection. Iroha, why? You told me to stay away from my family, to start over our friendship. But it's all too late. You promised me that we'd always stay together, yet you weren't there when I needed you the most. Aww. My instincts tell me to take a few steps away from Iroha. From her feet, a black fox-shaped shadow emerges. It's the shadow that attacked us the night before. So it's true that Iroha is behind this. Damn it! But the foxes were. They stayed with me. Iroha looks threatening, with the shadow looming behind her. I struggle to gulp as fear starts to grow inside me. The foxes are only using you for their own gain, Iroha. Dude, you're kind of saying the wrong stuff here. You're only gonna make her, kill you or try to kill you. What do you know? Everything is fine in your life. Someone like you who has everything couldn't possibly understand how I feel. I would say to her, killed my parents and blah, 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 blah. I've been alone all this time defending myself, but now that your life is on the line, you suddenly care for me again? You're trying to kill me, lady. What did I ever do to you? You're pathetic. Now I don't like you. Come on, hey, come back. Can you, burn this foxy lady? She's not a nice person. Ren. I've never seen Iroha look at me with so much resentment and bitterness before. Well, she's evil. That's what she is. Can't trust the foxes. My place is with the foxes and I'm staying with them. Don't ever show your face here again. Good. I'm gonna get Camino to burn you guys. Horrible people. Oh my goodness. The fox-shaped shadow covers her body and she disappears into the night. My fist clenches, nails stabbing into the flesh. I'm left alone in the darkness with a gaping hole in my heart. I have everything you say. Iroha, you know nothing about me either. I should kill his parents. He has nothing. Today's manaki is really good. Yeah, Mom's manako is the best. Even Dad can't make one as tasty as hers. I remember that beautiful afternoon when we sat on the porch while munching on some fresh manako. Iroha visited after my confection lesson with Father. How nice! Your mother is so kind. Makes delicious confections, too. I wonder if my mother would be as kind as her if she were here. Huh? What do you mean? Where did she go? My father told me that she passed away soon after I was born. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all right. I don't know much about her. I stopped asking Father about her because it made him sad. But we have her picture at home and she's really pretty. I want to see it too. Can we go to your house? I don't think my family would like that. They don't like humans. Even though he's kind, they're even mean to my father because he's a human. I don't want them to hurt you too, Ren. I'm sorry. I remembered when Father warned me to be careful around Yokai, especially Iroha's family. We have a complicated relationship with the foxes, he said. At that time, I didn't really understand what he meant. It's okay, don't worry about it, but are they mean to you too? Iroha didn't answer me right away. Her once cheerful face turned sad and sullen. I've heard my great-grandfather say that family is everything, but he also told me that my blood's tainted, and I'm a disgrace to the family. Your blood is tainted? What does that mean? I don't know. Oh, look, she's crying. But my family doesn't like me because of it. Sometimes they say mean things to me or turn into monsters to make me cry. I don't like them. Iroha's eyes welled up with tears. I didn't know what to say. My parents scolded me at times, but they were never mean. They were kind and loving and supported me whenever I needed help. The foxes might be Iroha's family, but it was wrong of them to make her cry. I patted Iroha's head. I didn't know how else to cheer her up than be there for her. I don't understand what they did, but you're the nicest girl I've ever met, Iroha. Well, she's not really nice now. She wants to kill you. Whenever you're sad, come here. I'll cheer you up and we'll play together until you laugh again. She lifted her head and laughed at my response. The only people who are kind to me are my father and your family here in Kohana. But I especially like you, Rin. You're the kindest. Yet she didn't want my confection. Komodo is kind too. Don't tell him this, but I think his face is scary. Well, Kamenu wants to kill you. So yeah, he's kind of scary. Ugh, this is bad. What do I do? I look at the batch of confections I just made. They're a disaster. The Zuki Ere will laugh at me if they see them. I thought keeping busy with work would take my mind off of yesterday from Kaminu's warning to Iroha, but it isn't working. What else can I do to stop them from hurting each other? I'm just a human in the middle of affairs between Yokai. Can I actually do anything? Roha. Name slips out of my mouth and I'm flooded with guilt. I wasn't there when she needed me. I abandoned her for 5 years. I can't deny that. What a friend I was after I promised that I would be by her side. Well, we all make mistakes, dude. I bite my lip, hating myself for turning into the source of her pain. Yet her pain is turned into, vengeful murder, which is so wrong. People say that confections represent their creator's heart, yet it feels pointless to convey my feelings for her. The confectionery skills I pursued my whole life feel meaningless if I can't make her happy. I reach out to destroy the confections, but before I can do it, I hear Kamunhu calling me. Ren. I turn my head to the kitchen door. Kamunhu stands there with a solemn face. What is it? I need you to come with me. There's something I want to show you. I feel uneasy as I follow him outside the store. What did the foxes do? The street leads to the Hokora. Why is he taking us here? I ask him what he wants to show me, but he doesn't answer. Does this have something to do with Iroha? Is the confection still there? Is that what he found? Near the Hokora, Kaminu stops. A figure lays on the ground. That's Roha! I rush to Roha, panicking as I check her condition. She's unconscious. Bites and scratches cover her body and are deep enough that blood's still dripping from them. Oh yeah, Fox has turned on her. Her so-called family turned on her. I look at Kaminu in disbelief. Did he do this? Am I too late? Before you say anything, no, this wasn't my doing. How can you even think that, dude? He's your, he's been everything to you, and you suddenly, think that he, did this? Oh my goodness, I really want to, just take Ren's head and dunk it in a well. Knock some sense into this boy. He's being so foolish. I found her in this condition when I patrolled the area. I sigh in relief. If this was Kamuno's doing, I wouldn't know how to face him. Of course he wouldn't do this. You know that fights between yokai aren't uncommon, but looking at her wounds, I can see that whoever did this was merciless. Perhaps it's because of the human blood in her veins. I grit my teeth, but we don't have time for that. I carefully wrap my arms around Hiroha to carry her back to the store. Where do you think you're taking her? She's still breathing, but if I don't take care of her wounds, she might not make it. I'm bringing her to Kohana. You're going to help me, Kamuno. He opens his mouth to protest, shaking his head disapprovingly. I knew this would happen the moment I brought you here. Ren, I warned you that helping this hang you wouldn't bring us any good. It's better to leave her to her fate. Well, that's kind of cold. I won't repeat myself. I'm taking her to the store with or without your approval. Things have calmed down. Ezekiel Ero had panicked when I brought Iroha in through the back door and caused a bit of a ruckus. Camino brought them outside to calm down while I tended to Iroha's wounds in one of the rooms. I've done what I can. I might call a Yokai healer later, but her wounds were already healing when I cleaned them. So hopefully it won't be necessary. Iroha's still unconscious though. Ren, Ezekiel Eri needs you in the kitchen. You have to get back to work. Kamuno enters the room. He looks at Iroha suspiciously, but doesn't try to harm her. I can't leave Iroha alone. Dude, your store. She won't be alone. I'll look after her until she wakes up. You have a responsibility to the store and its customers. You should honor it. The store was busy when I came back, and Ezekiel Eri can only do so much. I don't want to go, but I trust you, Kamuno. When she wakes up, you better not scare her. Yes. Now go make some confections. I just love that fire dog. I want my own fire dog. Adorable. That serves you right, you little wrench. Where am I? You're finally awake. Alright, don't get snappy, little girl. We just saved your life. This is Kohana? Oh, look at her. Just burn her away, dude. She's an ungrateful little brat. So mean and nasty. Look at that face. So what? I'm your prisoner now? After what we... Prisoner? Your mind has been twisted by the foxes I see. Do you think Ren would take you as his prisoner? You should watch your mouth, little girl. You're injured, and against my better judgment, he brought you here to take care of you. I expect you to thank him later, but I might be expecting too much. I don't need your help, and you don't have to pretend to be nice to me. I could feel your intent to kill me. You and your clan caused my previous master's death, and you've tried to hurt my current master. If it wasn't for his feelings for you, you'd be dead this very moment. But regardless of what I think, Ren trusts me to look after you, so you're safe with me. You're all wasting your time. I'm leaving. Good, go, leave. Erg. You haven't completely recovered yet. Moving around will only make the wounds worse. Give them a few more hours, then you'll be free to go. I don't need your kindness. Just leave me alone. Spiteful. Why do you work so hard to push away those around you, Iroha? You, of all people, should know how much Ren cares about you. Despite what your clan did to his parents and what you've done to him lately, he still thinks highly of you as his friend. If you have a single ounce of gratitude left inside of you, you should leave him alone. It's too late to take back what I've done. Everything has already happened, already set in motion. It's better to see things straight through the end. You're right, though. Ren should have left me there because this won't stop my clan from attacking him in this store. Oh, you evil little witch. Ren told me that the next time we attack, you'll end us for good. Or maybe she wants to die. You might as well end me now so you'll have one less thing to worry about later. Or maybe she just wants to... She wants them to end her life. Because she's so filled with so much pain and sadness. Kind of very sad actually now that I think about it. You're not making this easier for either of us, little girl. I'll tell Ren you're awake. When Kamomini tells me that Iroha's awake, I drop my work to hurry to her room, but stop as I remember she'll need food to replenish her energy. I don't have a lot of food in the kitchen because it's used to make confections for the store. Fortunately, I always keep enough to make a simple rice ball, so I quickly prepare some for Iroha. She won't eat it, dude. I'm eager to see her, but when the rice balls are done, a realization strikes me. Yesterday, my attempt to persuade Iroha to leave the foxes failed, but I won't give up yet. She's here now and away from the foxes. This could be my chance to express my feelings for her. I look at my confectionery tools on the table. Confections are representations of the crafter's heart, is what my father told me. I failed to convey my feelings last time, yet confections are the one thing that's bound us together since we were children. It's an unspoken language we share, a little thing inside our hearts. Should I try to make her in confection again, one last time? I failed last time. Maybe this is the... Oh, maybe this is the manju. Oh, this is the... well, no, he was talking about Monaco. Well, they were making Monaco. Yeah, but she doesn't have family. Good luck and good omen. That's what they were making when they were children, maybe. Maybe this was what they were making. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to screw it up. I know I'm going to screw it up. I wonder if I can go back. Let's try saving it. Okay. One more attempt to reach her heart. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, I'm gonna go with Monaco. Monaco is Kohana's trademark confection. The recipe's been passed down from generation to generation. My late mother used to make it for us. It's done. It might be futile, but I hope this time the feelings I've poured into this confection get through to her. I don't know, dude. I'm not very good at these things. I always get the bad endings. When I enter the room, Iroha is sitting and looking at the garden outside. I'm glad to see you're up already. How are you feeling? Doesn't say a word. I brought you some food. You lost a lot of blood, so I thought this would help you heal faster. It's not much, but it's something. Iroha glances at the rice balls, confection and tea I brought, then sighs. As I thought, my effort was futile. But then, she reaches for the rice balls and starts eating. She doesn't speak as she finishes them. After sipping the green tea, she takes the confection and stares at it. This confection... Oh, maybe I did take the right one. It's Kohana's special Monaco. I made it just now. I hope you like it. Iroha looks at me before taking a bite. As she chews, her ears twitch a bit. I've made Monaco countless times now, but seeing her reaction makes me nervous. It still tastes the same. Oh, you noticed? I'm glad. Do you remember how my mother used to prepare Monaco for our afternoon snack? After I'd made confections with my father, you and I used to eat this together when we played until sunset. You need to stop, Rand. Huh? Uh-oh. You keep trying to remind me of the good old days we shared together, but they're long gone. No matter how hard you try, I can no longer be the Iroha you used to know. I understand that, but I want you to know that there's a place for you in Kohana. I've always thought of you as part of my family, you and Kimono. I know it's selfish to ask you to leave the foxes because they're still your family, but I don't think being with them will bring you any good. Perhaps you're right. Huh? Then you brought me joy omanju yesterday and said that you want to start our friendship over. But I think that's a lie. No. No! That's... Admit it, Ren. As a half-fox, I'm an enemy to your family. What? Why are we enemies? Like, come on. Let's just be friends. Everyone get along. I've never been your friend or part of your family, no matter how much time we spent together when we were young. She looks evil now. Because I can't forget how you left me alone 5 years ago. Oh my goodness. Just holding a grudge in your heart. She seems to have like a black heart or something. Wasn't it the foxes who tried to kill you, girl? I can't reply because it's true that I left her. The Roja raises her bandaged arm. I remember that the scratch there is deep. I think you know how I got these wounds. Yokai can't stand the scent of my mixed blood. They hate it. This is the price I pay for my carelessness, and this hasn't been the first time. You get it, don't you, Ren? A hangyu like me doesn't belong in this world. No. You casted me out of this place, a place I used to think of as my home. But the foxes you hate so much took me in. I belong to them now. But, Iruha, you know they made you do bad things. The foxes are using you. They've never cared about you. I hurried to cover my mouth, but it's too late. I can't take the words back. Oh, now she's really mad. Uh-oh. I wonder if I could just go back and, like, give her the right sweet. Like, I forgot which one I gave her. Oh, yeah, let's give her the bunny ones and see what happens. The Yasuja manju is a confection that I consider my specialty because I developed the recipe myself. I believe it's a sign of a good omen. Try something new. It's done. It might be futile, but I hope this time the feelings I poured into this confection get through to her. It's just the same text here. This confection. This might be the first time you've seen this one. It's Tsujiji manju. A rabbit-shaped manju filled with persimmon paste. That sounds delicious. It's a recipe I developed years ago. I hope you like it. And Roja looks at me before taking a bite. As she chews, her ears twitch a bit. Many of our customers like it. But seeing her reaction makes me nervous. Uh-oh, is she going to say the same thing? Oh, it's warm and sweet. It's good. Yeah, maybe if I'd given her different sweets, it would be different outcomes. Like stuff that doesn't remind her of the past. Like stuff to move forward for the future. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I thought of you when I made that Yusaga manju. Rabbits are known to bring good fortune, so a lot of confection stores make Yusaga munjo because it's a good omen like you. Eat a good omen? Yes, the first time we met, I didn't understand what you were. You're a yokai, yet you're also a human. I think you represent the best from both worlds. A warm human heart and the divine power of the yokai. You symbolize how wonderful it would be if humans and yokai could live together hand in hand. They're a class of supernatural entities and spirits in Japanese folklore. Stop it. Uh-oh. Maybe nothing will, like, change this game? Like, it'll always end up bad? Huh? Are you telling me that this mixed blood in my veins is a blessing when all it brings me is misery? I understand why you see it that way, but I want you to know that I've never seen you as your lineage. You're a Hangyu, it's true, but before anything else, you're Iroha. You're yourself with all the bad and the good inside you, and I want to be friends with you. But you must realize that even though the foxes are your family, all they've done is put you in danger. I'm worried about you, Iroha. Perhaps you're right. The same, like, ending? Then you'll know. Maybe it's because I brought her Joyo Manju. Like, I literally screwed up the whole game. Admit it, Ren. As a half-fox, I'm an enemy to your family. Same thing. I'm just passing over this because I just read it already. She's just still, like, holding this grudge. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. No need to apologize. You've let your feelings be known. Thanks for the food, but I won't thank you for helping me. I'm leaving. Iroha stands and walks towards the garden. I follow behind her. Iroha, please listen to me. Kameno? You've already said that Kameno will end my clan if we attack again. He better do his job as a guardian because we won't stop until you die. Wow. Chills run down my spine when she gazes at me with her black eyes full of anger and resentment. Wow, that's cold. You're gonna kill him just because, like... how she is evil. Or just really, really messed up. Oh my goodness, she's got, like, really bad mojo. That's what I would say, bad mojo. Like, there's people that have gone through terrible, terrible hardships and rejection and abandonments, but they don't go out and, like, murder people. Wow. The fox-shaped shadow once again rises from her feet and covers her entire body. She disappears. Well, I guess there's gonna be blood. Tomorrow is October 30th, the day my parents passed away. I can never forget what happened. When I got home, part of the store was enveloped in black soot. The smoke smelled both bitter and sweet from the sugar that burned in the fire. Aminu didn't speak. He just stayed by my side as I stared at what remained of the place I called home. Later in that cold room I had to go to, it smelled of chemicals. My parents' bodies laid on metal tables covered from head to toe with white cloth. An officer called my name, gave me his condolences, and proceeded to report the cause of the fire. The foxes did this was my only thought as I walked home that night. Wait, that was fire. Maybe Kameno did that. Foxes did this. Huh. What? There you go. Ren! I'm sorry for appearing to you like this, but I don't know where else I can go. Ren? Leave. Oh, maybe he cast her out because he thought the foxes killed his parents, so he cast her out too, thinking that she did this. What do you mean, Ren? Ren? My vision is blurry, my ears are ringing, something wet drips down my temple. Oh, he's bleeding. Fire surrounds me and I hear a beastly growl. When I left home tonight, I didn't think I'd see much such chaos. When my vision clears, I see Kamuno shielding me from an enemy's attack. It looks like he can hold up for now, but I'm not sure how long he can keep it up. Oh my. Today is October 30th, 5 years to the day since my parents passed. After closing the store early, we went to the graveyard to pay our respects. The graveyard was empty and everything was peaceful until that fox-shaped shadow showed up at dusk. They charged at me without warning, throwing my body against the hard tombstones. Oh. Ren, are you all right? Kamenu. Can you get up? You hit your head pretty hard. We need to get out of here. Oh, Matt, watch out! Kamenu! A fox-shaped shadow launches at us and hits Kamenu while his guard is down. He's thrown into a tombstone, crushing it on impact. I rush to Kameno's side despite the throbbing pain in my head. He's breathing, but his eyes are closed. He's unconscious. Oh my goodness, you're dead, dude. I'm torn between anger and fear. When I see the bites and claw marks on his body, this only happened because he's protecting me. A fox-shaped shadow approaches me. Its eyes glow with the intent to kill me. What's that evil Aruha? You, demon! I understand why you attacked me at Kohana, but to attack us in a cemetery and cause this much harm to Kamunu? You're out of line, Aruha. Show yourself. I know you're here, Aruha. If you want to hurt me so badly, then show yourself. Let's settle this right here, right now. Oh, she's an evil. A girl wearing a fox mask appears from the fog. From behind her mask, her cold eyes pierce mine. Why, Aruha? Isn't it obvious? My clan wants me to eliminate you. Stop this madness, Aruha. Can't you see that the foxes are turning us against each other? No, this isn't who you are. Silence! The fox-shaped shadow hits me with his tail, forcing the air out of my lungs. I grit my teeth and clutch my stomach. Even standing is a challenge for me. Iroha approaches me calmly, looking down at me with cold eyes. Oh, she's so evil. How many times must I tell you that I no longer the Iroha you used to know? No, you're evil. You're demon. I'm part of my clan now. I belong to the foxes. You're evil. That's what you are. You are my friend, Iroha. Still believe that. This is who I am, Ren. A fox is going to kill you and bring destruction to Kohana, just like I did 5 years ago. Ow. Wow, you're so horrible. What? What do you mean? You heard me, Ren. Iroha bends over and whispers in my ear. I'm the one who caused the death of your parents. Wow. That's not true. Why would I lie? I caused their deaths. It's the truth. Oh, maybe the foxes are trying to force her to do this. They told her to do this, otherwise she wouldn't belong to them, or they'd kill her. Always so happy and peaceful, the residents of Kohana were so different from everyone back home. The moment I stepped out of its doors, I returned to a world full of curses and hatred. Everyone hates the Hanyo girl, and that includes you, Ren. Oh my goodness. So messed up. I'll never hate you, Iroha. Really? Then let me tell you a story. 5 years ago, a young fox overheard a plan to attack a certain confection store. We're going to do everything to destroy it, she heard. Of course, the stupid young fox was caught eavesdropping immediately. You'd think she would have said something to stop the attack, since the confection store that she cared so deeply for her was her haven. But instead she cowered, mouth shut tight. She simply stood there watching as the flames devoured the store and its residents into ashes. I did nothing when my clan attacked Kohana, and soon after I heard your parents died. I could have prevented that, but I didn't. Don't you hate me now for letting your parents die? I'll never hate you because the one who killed my parents wasn't you, nor the foxes. Ah. What? I've kept it to myself all this time, holding on to it like my life depended on it. But now it's time to let go, to let you know, Iroha. The fire that devoured Kahona that afternoon wasn't caused by the foxes. It was an accident. Iroha's eyes snap wide open in shock. She takes a few steps back. I'm sure she doubts me, but the foxes did attack Kahona that day, and they destroyed a lot of the store. Yet my parents survived because Camino protected them. But they sent him to protect me on the way home, and when we returned, the fire had already burned the store and my parents inside it. The next day, I was told that a leaking gas pipe caused the fire. Maybe the leak happened before or after the attack, but the fight between Camino and the fox started the fire. Once it reached the gas leak, the explosion destroyed the building and trapped my parents inside. Well, it's true, the foxes did more or less kill his parents because they were fighting and caused the fire. So, it was the foxes. If only the foxes didn't attack that day. If only Camino stayed with them instead of coming to me. If only Iruha could have stopped the foxes. If only I was there. Well, what could you have done? You're useless. You can't help anybody. You can't even help yourself. None of this would have happened. For 5 years, I've kept this secret from you, so that the guilt would gnaw away at you from the inside. I channeled all of my hatred and anger onto you like the coward I am, and caused you so much pain and suffering. You're lying. Hate the foxes. Sometimes that hatred was so overwhelming that I thought of sending Camino to kill them, not caring what they do to him. Those times, I just wanted the foxes to suffer. But then I remember how you'd lose your family if that happened. Stop it! A strong gust of wind blows and flings me away from her. Our surroundings darken as if a shadow blankets the sky. Is this Iroha's power? Iroha, listen to me. No, don't come near me. I struggle to take each step towards her. The powerful wind screams in my ear and whips against my body, but still I walk. When I get close enough, the fox-shaped shadow positions itself to attack me. But before I can, I extend my hand as far as possible and snatch her mask off. Oh, she's crying. When the wind fades and the darkness dissipates, her face is revealed. She's crying. You're lying. Iroha, I'm sorry for keeping the truth from you all this time and causing you so much pain. It crushed my heart every time I remember what happened to my parents, to my home. And in my selfishness, I made you and Camino suffer. I still remember that day you came to me crying, telling me you had nowhere else to go. Yet I took my resentment out on you and told you to leave. When I heard that your father left you that day, I've regretted my actions ever since. Oh, poor little Iroha. Doesn't seem so bad now. It's more like Ren was so upset and angry and hurt. Both of them are just so broken vessels. When you attacked Kohana a few days ago, I knew that all of that hatred was finally being repaid to me. All of your pain and suffering was because of me, and that's why. I'm sorry. Why? Why are you apologizing? I did nothing when I heard about the attack. Your parents would still be alive if I did something. I'm the one who caused all of this. No, that's not true. She was just a child. You couldn't have known what would have happened. Please don't blame yourself, Iroha. I tried to kill you, Ren. I've hurt Kamino too. I know, but I'm willing to put everything behind us. You're important to me and I care about you, so please. I forgive you. Can you forgive me? Aww. Oh, Iroha throws herself at me, hugging me tightly while crying her heart out. Oh, she's so cute now. She's no longer a demon. She's just like kind of a little bit scary with the fangs, but she's still cute. Between her wails, she repeatedly cries out, "I'm sorry." Yeah, but what about her fox family? Tears flow from my eyes as I hug her back. I'm sorry too, I whisper. Years of hatred, sorrow, guilt finally crumble away like falling leaves in the autumn. This afternoon I can breathe peacefully again. About her fox family, are they still going to try to hurt him? Oh no, it's the end. That it? I guess I got the good ending, folks. And here I thought, oh, there's Kamino. We like Kamino. I still don't think I said his name right. He's the best. I have to tell you, he's the best of the whole game, literally. There's Ren. Instead of confections, dude, you should have taken up sword fighting. Protect yourself, you know. Like a samurai. But, she would have been prettier if she had long hair, like if she grew her hair out. And like her outfit's kind of strange for that time period. Like she's wearing kind of like capris. Kind of strange. Oh, and there's my Yokai pussycat flying around and the scary looking upside down umbrella with a big long tongue. And the dumpling grandma with long hair that looks like Cousin It. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, that was a very interesting game, but I actually got the good ending. I don't ever usually get the good ending. So if you want to play this, the download link's below. You can try it out. And you might get a bad... There's probably my ending that I got, which is the good ending, and then there's probably the really bad ending where all of you guys die. Everybody dies. Oh, look, they're back together again. Aw, they're friends again. So cute. Aww. Anyways, please hit that like button and subscribe to Secret Door Gaming if you like this playthrough. And, yeah. Oh, is there a little bit more? Today's October 30th. Autumn greets us with crisp cold air and crimson leaves. Once again, I pay my respects to my parents with Kamino. But when I arrive at their graves, I see something unexpected. Incense is already lit, and on the altar there's a fox mask I know very well, along with some Yosigi manju. Well, looks like that Hangyu girl beat you to it, Ren. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Few days after what transpired with Iroha last year, she visited Kohana again. Kamino wasn't pleased in the slightest. Iroha's fox did manage to knock him out after all. But after Iroha bowed deeply and asked for his forgiveness, he retracted his claws and left her alone. Didn't she send you a letter last week? I nod. In her letter she told me that she's doing well. Although it's slow, she said she's making some progress with her family. That's good. The foxes have done so many awful things, both to Yokai and humans. But you've taught me that even someone like me deserves a second chance. There are many obstacles, but I remember the Joyo Manju you brought to my Hokora and the friendship you offered me. They remind me that a broken relationship can be mended, and that spring will come even after the harshest winter. They give me strength, and with it, I'm working hard to redeem my clan, one good deed at a time. Oh, good for her. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for being my friend. Aww. I was worried when she told me that she'd be going back to the foxes, but she was so determined that day. Like a small flower in the grass that won't budge in the wind, always stands up after being stepped on. I didn't realize you were a poet, Kamenu. Shut up. Can't this old dog have a little bit of fun? Oh, I like you, Kameno. You're so cute. We laugh. After burning incense and paying respects to my parents, I stared the Yuzagi Manju on the altar once again. Iroha really is a good omen. What's that? She was born between two sides of the world and will bring good fortune to both Yokai and humans. She'll lessen the disparity between us by bridging our worlds together. That's a lot of expectation to put on those tiny shoulders of hers. I know, but I have a good feeling about her. Let's go home, Kamenu. Our customers at Kohana are waiting. That's my line. I think the dog just likes sweets. Oh, look at that. A new beginning, Faith. I wonder if I pick the two other, like this treat and then the other one, would I get even a better ending? I'm very interested. I might have to go back and play this and just see what happens. But I'm going to end this now, and have a great evening, everyone. Thank you.